Actually, I'm sure most Warwickshire and Birmingham Bears fans would like me to say welcome home. Does it feel like that a little bit?
Yeah, it does a little bit, yeah. You know, spending my whole professional playing career here, 5 years as director of cricket, now coming back, yeah, it's always been welcomed back with open arms to Edgbaston, and that's continued today. I
know you said quite a few times today that you had a great 2 years with Lancashire, so obviously with respect to that, was this a job that once you heard about it, you were always keen on?
Yeah, well, a different role was important. I think if it had just been the same director of cricket job and the job that I'd done at Lancashire, there really would have been no reason for me to leave, apart from those personal reasons. But I think I'd have found it really difficult to walk away. It being a different role was very attractive, and that combined with my personal situation, it was just an opportunity too good to miss, really, for all of us. So I look forward to it. The broader role is very different from anything I've done before, and it would take me a couple of weeks to really get to grips with what it's all about, but at the same time it's really exciting.
Sport director, can you just talk us through roughly what that will encompass, please?
Yeah, so as a director of cricket or head coach, I was much more hands-on with the first team. Spent every day with them, coaching, managing them day to day, whereas the sport director's role is much broader. So my remit will also encompass women's cricket, the pathway, academy, recruitment, science and medicine. So it's a much broader strokes. I still spend some time with the first team, but an example, in the summer, I could spend one day with the first team and then go off and watch some women's cricket, and next day go and watch some academy under 19s cricket, and that will give me a really good look at our system and how it's performing.
An exciting challenge, I guess, for you, because it takes you a little bit maybe out of your comfort zone of being a player than a coach, and you've really got to kind of pull the full picture together now. Yeah,
look, I've had a lot of experience doing everything really, from head coach, director of cricket, national selector. Recently studied the masters also in sports directorship. So hopefully I can pull all that knowledge, if you like, and the stuff I've learned on the way. I'm still going to make mistakes because it's a new role and it is very broad. But I'm excited about taking that challenge on, even at times. Right, what are we doing here? I felt the time in my career it was an important transition to make also.
It seems strange to say after a season when the club won a trophy that maybe it was a slight underachievement last year. Is that fair?
Look, I think expectations are really high for this team, and they should be, because Warwickshire is one of the biggest counties. But look, it's tough now. Competition's really hard in that first division particularly. This year 25% of the division will get relegated, which just doesn't happen anywhere else, particularly with no financial benefit for staying up. But I say expectations are high, so we need to, in my job I need to try and balance that sort of winning tomorrow with winning in 5 years' time, and working closely with Jim and the other coaches towards that, as well as with my other roles with the heads of women's cricket, again academy, as to looking for future stars for Warwickshire in, say, the next decade.
Selco has a very strong interest in T20, and obviously with the finals day here year on year, it's brilliant for Warwickshire to be involved. Obviously Birmingham Bears didn't manage that last year. Is that a big priority this year, the T20?
Well, look, it's always a priority. Having been here finals day, it's a fantastic day out, one of the best of my career. But again, competition's tough. We've got to try and compete across all trophies. That's what people want to see. We have this T20 following now, this T20 market, but also we have a lot of supporters who want to see us do well in red ball cricket. So we've got to try and balance that out. To do that, we need a strong squad, and a squad that's, we keep fit and is capable of playing all forms. So, these challenges are the same for every county in the country, and they're the ones Jim and the rest of the coaching team are trying to meet at the moment in practice and preparation.
It feels as though the Warwickshire / Birmingham Bears squad is as well equipped as anybody to compete across 3 formats. Would you go along with that?
Yeah, to compete across 3, there are gaps in every squad. I mean, at the moment, perhaps priority for us is trying to nail down an overseas player for that T20 competition. availability can be quite tough of those big players, and it's important we try and get the best candidate. So that's probably one of the things top of my list at the moment to put my attention towards.
There was a lot of excitement when Brendan McCullum came over 2 years ago. Can we expect another marquee name? Is that a possibility?
Well, look, we'll try and get the best possible players. Again, it's availability. The Caribbean Premier League's on at a similar time, but we want the best players to come here, and that counts not just for our overseas. We want to attract the very best players in the country to come and play for Warwickshire and for Birmingham Bears. Obviously,
you've worked very closely with Ian Bell, Jim Troughton over the years. How excited are you kind of to be back in combat with those?
Yeah, look, I'm excited, full stop. I know those guys very well. I know a lot of the players really well. And the excitement, the buzz, I mean, it will continue, hopefully, but also aware we've got a job to do. You know, it's a big job, and we've all got new roles. And as you just said, expectations are really high, so we've got to get on with it.
Final question, I promise we won't replay this whatever happens, but if you could sit here in 9 months' time having achieved one thing in the 2017 season, what would it be?
Winning the county championship.